My beautiful MEKRA family. It's been such a long time, but I was never going to go away from teaching. Besides, I've been telling you guys, I have from now to the end of the year to continue teaching, right? So after December, I'm off social media. So all those who are saying you missed my teaching, make sure you follow now. And I have crazy numbers of teachings on our YouTube channel because my life is not hidden. I kept showing everybody how I'm transitioning from Christianity into spiritual science. Now it's neuro-spiritual science, right? So uh, listen, you don't miss anything when you don't see me teaching. And again, because of the work I'm about to do from next year, I will be behind the scenes for 3 whole years. I'm saying it now before it happens. This is why you must take advantage now of all the things that I'm teaching. Are you enjoying the videos on Yankutondia yet? Listen, Yankutondia is the most powerful blessing you can have for yourself, or you can even gift to anybody going through life big time. I promise you, I don't know how to convince people to do stuff, I'm not good with that. My philosophy is, if they want it, let them come get it themselves. I don't have to be the one telling them, come and get it, come and get it, come and get it. That is not my job. My job is you need to know the value of what is in front of you, and that is how you even get results with it. If you don't appreciate the value of what is in front of you, you will not get any results. So Yankutondia is the next thing. It's something else. It's mind-blowing. And you will see it when we do the research. Listen, the testimonies are going to be insane. And already we have 7 people volunteering for the research. It's just that they are all men. I want some women involved. Where are my sisters? Where are my beautiful queens? What are you waiting for? Call our call centers now, register, and be a part of this amazing history in the making, and you will never regret. Anyway, I'm getting a lot of questions. A lot of people asking me, Osofo, we miss your teaching. When are you teaching again? Listen, I have the private class, right? I have the private class, the exclusive class that I teach. I've been teaching that class for a whole year. So you can join, you can decide to join. There are certain requirements you need to meet to join the private class. Or just make sure you don't miss any of my videos from now to the end of the year. That's it. Or go to our YouTube channel. But I'm getting some questions on everything that is happening with us, the evolution that is happening in MEKRA. And I told the world I was going to do this. They just didn't believe it. I told everybody, listen, I'm going to take our spirituality to the next level. It is no longer going to be called African traditional practice. It's going to be called spiritual science. And now we are even calling it neuro-spiritual science. Why? Because we've decided to specialize in the neurological side of things. And it's the neurological side of things, or neuroscience, is huge. It's huge, right? But that's my specialty. That's where I want to major in. But the other aspect of the spiritual science is talking about nutrition, talk about herbalism, talk about a whole lot of stuff. You understand? Talk about warfare, the act of warfare, the science of warfare. My brother Toby Anoche is an expert in that department, right? We talk about all the other aspects of spiritual science, and I'm just focusing on neurospiritual. But I've got some questions, so I think it's only right that I answer them. What are the key distinctions between African traditional religion and what is being proposed as African spiritual science? First and foremost, can we drop the tag? Can we drop the tag, the African tag? What is African? Is the white man that told you anything is ever called African? Our fathers never called themselves Africans. Anybody that would tell you, oh, you used to be called Akumbele, Abumbula, Abumbelekege, Ibumbele. Anybody that will tell you that is a lie. There was never a one name given to this entire continent. This is a white man's interjections. This is a white man's influence. They came to lie to all of you. What we had was tribes. And each tribe had a name they called themselves. You understand? And a bigger tribe, or a lot of tribes that came together, had their own names. There's nothing called African anyway. You were never called African. In fact, when you go to your ancestors and you be like, oh, my African ancestor, they get confused. Because they didn't even call themselves Africans. You understand what I'm saying? So the word ancestors is English, it's foreign. Every tribe on the continent has a way they call their ancestors. We say nananum. Nananum. It is the same name given to the gods, the energies. So we understood just by this basic principle that our ancestors are the gods. If our ancestors are the gods and we are here alive in this dimension, are we not the same God? Because we are eventually going to become ancestors. Common sense. Basic knowledge. But it's so difficult for a lot of people to comprehend because you refuse to speak your own language. I speak in English, I teach in English because my audience are wide. So I need all of them to listen to it. But I said, "But I'm a fancy, at myself. I mean, here, Brunny, Kasa, Namadakasa, and I'm the Kasamach Ruby. Muamakase. But because if I speak my dialect, I can't hit the masses that I have, the audience that I have. That's why I speak English. But our father said, nananum. Nananum. The same title given to the gods. Ye are gods. But because you don't know that ye are gods, you will die like mere mortals. So let's drop the tag. There's nothing like African traditional religion. It's traditional religion and spiritual science. So now let's take it from traditional religion and spiritual science. It's again common knowledge. Anything they say traditional is repeating itself. Anything they say science is evolving itself. Basic. What is traditional? Something that was done that has been passed on is being repeated. Just in case you did not know, the entire existence, the entire world, the universe alive, the cosmic and mega large, right, is constantly evolving. It's never static. It's not repetitive. It's constantly changing. That is why some of the fruits you used to eat back then doesn't even taste the same anymore. Some of the music we used to listen to doesn't sound the same anymore. Evolution is happening. Whether it's happening for the good, it's happening for the bad, it's another school to discuss, right? But evolution is constantly happening. What some of the herbs that we knew back then, what they could do, now these herbs are doing more than what we thought they could do. It's evolving. It is not static. So there's actually nothing called tradition when you actually think about it. Because if it's traditional, then you better go back to your old mobile phones. You better go back to your old TV set. Now nobody is watching TV anymore. Why? Because it's evolving, right? So anybody that wants to get stuck in anything traditional, all that you are saying is, everybody can go ahead. I will just stay here. Imagine a world that you are stuck where you used to be. Imagine that world. Everybody is going ahead of you. Now they say we have Gen Zs, right? And some of the things that these Gen Zs are doing, I promise you, our fathers and our mothers have no clue. Why? Because they are stuck in tradition. In existentiality, you cannot be stuck. You have to flow. Rivers are not stuck. Life is not stuck. That is why life moves in spiral. It moves in circles because it never has an end. For it to come and begin. That's too much information for somebody. Okay? Life is always evolving. Anyway, so please, learn to drop the title. Let me go to the second part of the question. Particularly in the refinement of advanced ancient rituals and traditions. So what's the distinction, particularly in the refinement of ancient rituals and tradition? Now, every ritual that was ever done in time past were foundational. Every ritual your fathers performed, every ritual your nananum, your ancestors performed, every ritual anybody ever did, all that they did was to lay foundation for you. They didn't do all these rituals so that you can. If our fathers were walking in thin air, if our fathers were dancing in fire, if our fathers had the technology where they are experts in warfare, if they did all these rituals, what is actually happening to our time is that we have the responsibility to step onto the stepping stone, the foundational blocks that has been laid down by our fathers. There's a saying in our local dialect that says, "Yewu tu sieswa enchene wedrusro." What it literally means is that if you're bet or born on a mountain, it doesn't take you a long time to touch the sky. But if you are born deep down in the valley, do you know how far it's going to take, how long it's going to take you to now climb the mountain before you even talk about touching the sky? So what Onyame Krom is doing, what MEKRA is doing is basic. The foundational blocks that our fathers laid down is literally what we are stepping on to now take this science to the next level. I remember when I started MEKRA, and people used to come to my DM and say, why is the shrine so filthy? Why is the shrine so dirty? Why is the shrine so archaic? Why is the shrine so this? Why is the shrine so that? Why? Go and see the West, go and see Europe, go and see that they have advanced and we are still stuck behind. Our people. Okay, good. Now, I knew I was going to take this science to the next level. I'll practice to the next level. So imagine me coming in and saying that, okay, now it's time to take our science to the next level. Now I'm doing certain things. The same people comes back on the comment section and says, oh, it's fake. Oh, it's not real. This is fake. Ghana police to come and look for them. This is not real. This is not. I'm like, why the crabolism? Why is our people so crabolized? My own English, I don't care about the words. Why are they so crabolized that the minute they see you down, they are comfortable? But if they see you go up, they are so ready to bring you down, pull you down. They pull me down, saying, wow, boy, damn. Pull me down. You see, you don't have what it takes to pull me down. You don't have it. You don't have what it takes to pull me down. I promise you on my life. You understand? So there's not a single thing you will say or somebody will say that can pull me down. Rather, the more you say those things, I enjoy it because I feed on it. You understand? So I said, we are taking the science to a next level. In that process, we engineered Yankutondia. Hey, I've confused all of them. But wait, what the hell is he talking about? How is he saying that now he's selling a cloth and it's so expensive and it's this and that and that? Yes, it's expensive. It's not cheap. I'm not cheap. It's expensive. Because, you see, so long as you set your mind to, I'm broke, I'm poor, I don't have it, you will remain where you are. It is time you change. I was broke once. I was poor once. I had to change my mentality. They had to come to a point where I said, enough is enough. I would no longer ever be broke again. I changed it myself. You understand? So if you remain in that state where you're constantly, I can't afford it, you will never be able to afford it. I can't come. The distinction is coming. The poor will be poor for 7 years. The rich will be rich for 7 years. You think I'm selling it to poor people? No. I'm selling it to the next billionaires of our time. The next, I told you, 1,000 millionaires, 10 billionaires. They are going to come from this house. You understand what I'm saying? And this is why I'm engineering all these tools. What is Young Contondi all about? How am I evolving from the foundations that our fathers have built? Okay, let's take this dry coconut, right? Let's say I've created a portal. I've opened a portal. And now I'm channeling down energies. And this is the altar I use. What's going to happen? The energy now needs to come all the way down, touch the altar that I built, and come back all the way up before I can receive it, because I'm standing all the way up. My hands are up, right? But what's going to happen? Now I looked at it and said, you know what? Instead of always coming all the way down, coming all the way down literally means going to some village somewhere, going to some river somewhere, going to some mountain somewhere, going to buy spiritual animals that you can't even find. You call the spiritualist, say, go and buy this animal, go and buy. Going to slaughter animals that you can't even stand because you are so against killing animals, doing ritual sacrifices, altars, Everybody name tagging you. The minute they see you go to a show, hey, this person used juju. Hey, that person used juju. The minute they see you go and do any, even do a cleanse on you, they say, hey, I'm like, okay, you know what? I hear you guys. And funny enough, most of the rituals people go and do in secret places are way much more expensive than Yankutondia. Ignorance. Right? So now, instead of having to channel the energy all the way down, now, let me elevate this altar so that this altar never stays down, so that you don't have to travel anywhere. At the comfort of your home. The world itself is evolving, right or wrong. So, in the comfort of your house, in the comfort of your home. Now, I'm elevating the spiritual science to come all the way up so you don't have to go all the way down again. Wait, does it mean you are disconnected from the earth? No, you are not disconnected from the earth because you're standing on the earth. So you can never now be disconnected from the earth. And guess what? The altar is elevated all the way up. So now the energy of channeling don't have to go all the way down before it comes all the way up. Mind you, the channeling wasn't meant to go all the way down. Oof. I've just said something heavy. What does this mean? This means your rituals were never supposed to delay. Your manifestations were never supposed to delay. Your breakthroughs were never supposed to delay. The only reason why it is delaying is because your safe house, your safe refuge, wherever it is, all the way somewhere. The person dealing the spiritual dealings for you is all the way somewhere. Whoever it is doing anything for you is all the way somewhere. Do you remember those days back then when we have the paid phones? You have to go and queue and run all the way to the payphone. That's why people are running all the way to the churches, to the mosques, to the temples. People are going all the way to queue up so you can get to the time. Like, no. Just as the world is advancing, that at the comfort of your home, you can just order in and your transactions are done in a bank. It's the same way we can now evolutionize and evolve and advance our practice. That at the comfort of your home, all the energies will come to you. At the comfort of your home, all the doors will open unto you. And because now we brought God to your house in the form of Yankuntondia. Don't forget, Yankuntondia is a kente cloth. I'm giving you the secret. It's a kente cloth. And it's not just any ordinary kente cloth. This is the kente cloth that kings and queens, paramountcy, wrap on themselves. Go and ask them how much is their kente cloth. Go and look for any proper royal and ask them how much is the kente cloth. I'll speak about the cloth later. So now we've elevated it and say that instead of you running all the way going to bath, but I went to do some ritual somewhere. Listen, the water I was bathed with, I promise you, the smell. Now we are bringing everything into your doorstep with a certain level of potency and accuracy you've never seen before. So nobody have to even know your secrets. Nobody have to know where you go. Nobody have to know where you went to do what. You are the only person that knows. Are you understanding it? And those that seek God in secret will receive him in secret. This is your secret. Nobody have to know. Now, you follow the necessary processes. You get the result without the hustle, without... How many people have gone to spiritual places that you were frauded? Without the manipulation, without the mishandling. I'm hearing people from... Listen, I don't want to mention... I'm hearing some spiritual people, what they do is that they can be calling you every time, calling you for money. For what? We are flashing all those people out of the system so that only the genuine ones will remain. With Yankuntudia, you don't even have to come to us. We carry all our energies right in your room. And you go through the process and you see if power not there. So that is the advancement. It's not like we are reading off our rituals. No. We are advancing our rituals. Think about new technologies that is coming. Can you compare it to the old technologies? Think about the new cars that are coming. Can you compare it to the old cars? Now, where is television now? Now, people don't even sit down watching television. A lot of people are not spending time buying televisions, you know. You know what they're buying? They are buying smartphones. Why? Because they can have their living, their television experience on their phones. Everything is moving ahead. Why do you want to stay behind? They will leave you behind. These Gen Zs, they will leave you behind. Does it mean that the potency of this goes away? No. It is very potent. Super potent. It will blow your mind. The potency level of this will blow your mind. Yankontondia. And this is not an advert. If it's an advert, like I won't tell people we are only producing 1,000 copies of Yankontondia. We are not doing more than 1,000. What's the population of the world? We are not doing, because that is the strict instruction. The 1,000 people that I'm supposed to make millionaires are the ones buying the Yankontondia. Millionaires in pounds, in dollars, not just in cities. That's why we are only producing 1,000. When we are done, we go to the 10 billionaires. We are done with our shrines, with our evolution. Not that the science is done, we're going to evolve. The things we are bringing from Onyame Kɛse Krom will blow your mind. Does it mean the potency is down? No. It's even more potent. Because this time around, it is in your house. No more hassle of going to shrine, buying this, buying that, bring blood, doing this, doing that. Listen, I hope I got a question answered. Listen, if I didn't, please ask me again. I will try it again. If you're not satisfied, I'll try to answer it again. And what I will say is that the experiment is, the research is in October. So please let the ladies call in. Men is okay. Men, enough men have called. Let our ladies also call so that we can bring balance, okay? And like I said, we need people who are working in Accra to do this. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video.